Welcome back to Let's Play KRZ Part 17. I began to lose track of the numbers, and I decided to stay on the tugboat for now. Seems like we are going to the concert. Anyway, it's scene 10. So they perform on the boat and everyone looks at the dock. Clara, there's a very special tape player we have there. It can play forwards or backwards, slow or fast. You may discover some completely new sounds tonight, Ezra. So are you ready? Yes. Excellent. I can tell you have a good intuition for sound, and that's very important in this place. Any questions before we begin? What's the name of your music? It doesn't have a name. Would you like to name it? It's better without a name. I agree. That's it. Ezra selects the tape labeled Cat. He lets the tape play without interference. That is horrible. Ezra selects the tape labeled Kikian Kombucha. He fiddles restlessly with the volume knob. He plays the tape backwards, very slowly. Ezra selects the tape labeled Cooking Show. He flicks the volume knob on and off rhythmically. What do you think about when you are playing? I try not to think about anything at all. My violin teacher used to say, "Why make art? To quiet the mind." Still, I'm not very good at it, quieting my mind. When I'm playing this piece, I usually thinking of my uncle Andrews. I never know him when I was a child, except in postcards, but we became very close over the last few years. He was a collector of sounds like you. He traveled and recorded the sounds of birds, of rivers, of city traffic, of crooked, moonlit highways. He sold his sounds by mail order to movie studios and private collectors. They ended up in films and television shows, mostly dislocated and reattached to other images. So, no quiet in this mind, I'm sorry to say. I hope you'll continue making tapes, Ezra. I'm sure there are many more people who would enjoy listening to them on this river and elsewhere. I met a photographer once. I mean, one in particular. She even took my portrait. I can't imagine why. She said it would immortalize me. That was a metaphor, of course. She meant I'd never be forgotten. As she was disembarking, not far from here actually, the film fell out of her bag and was borne away by the current. I was working on deck at the time. She shot me a sad, apologetic glance, but I wasn't bothered. It's no shame to be forgotten. So, do we skip the 11? What's this place like? Dogwood Drive. It's in a small town or I really don't know, haha. I've got the manifest the old man had in his truck. Here. Lisette's Antiques. Mail order delivery. No return address. Shipping address 5th Dogwood Drive. Packing list. And then it's just numbers. I guess the inventory numbers of the antiques he was supposed to be delivering. Anyway, I'm glad you're coming with us. Clara. Yes, I'm always eager to see more of the country, and I enjoy the company. I'll have to find a bus or a train to get on to Nashville by evening. Shannon. Well, they have buses everywhere, right? Or hey, I could drive you to Nashville. Seem I have a truck now. Only, how are we going to get it up these stairs? That's quite a staircase. Is there another route? A tunnel or something? Is there something we could do with rope? There's no way to get this truck up these stairs, is there? Not with that attitude. No, there isn't. Looks like we're making the rest of this trip on foot. Is it safe to just leave the truck here? I don't even know what's in there. What if it's too much to carry? Nah, we've been loading and unloading gear since the stars were young. We were our own roadies, right? We've got expertise. To Johnny, alright, Cricket, let's get this delivery packed and tied onto bundles. We're hiking it upstairs. What's in there? Antiques, I guess. Antiques. Yeah, antiques are, it's like junk, but people will pay for it. Oh. Shannon to Clara. Sorry, I guess you'll be taking the bus after all. It's okay. It'll be an adventure. Shannon sighs and stretches. Tired? Don't worry, lady. We're almost there. It's a story about people coming with you without any reason and just keep coming and more people and more people. That's a good conclusion summary. I expect this the end of Act 4. Yeah, the end of Act 4. So we still have quite some time. Maybe we can go on to the short chapter. I guess it's short, maybe. I could not spell this. I don't know how to read on Pueblo de Nada. Is it, I don't know, Portuguese? Or Latin? I don't understand. But fortunately, it seems we finished the task today. Finished Act 4. Maya, I'm not late, am I? Maybe she's delivering a video. Emily, nah, we don't start for a few more minutes. You can leave your tape with slow-mo call. Tape? Oh, sorry, I'm Maya. Right, I'm traveling artist. Right, the traveling artist. Welcome. I'm Emily. I'm work here. Great, Rita says you are the producer. Oh, did she? Haha, I guess so. I do a little bit of everything. Yeah, I know the feeling. You weren't around earlier at the lunch thing. No, I don't live in town. I just come to work on the station. Really? It's quite a hike, isn't it? I know some shortcuts. I should make sure she's comfortable. So, do you know? No, I'm fine, thanks. I'll just find someone to perch until you folks are ready. I've got a lot to digest. Mentally, I mean. Well, and it was a big lunch. But I spent most of the afternoon examining the mounds. Oh, the burial mounds. Yeah, that's why I came down here, to see them up close and make some sketches. They are amazing, right? They make me uncomfortable, to be honest. It seems kind of weird to build a town in a graveyard. Sure, every town has a graveyard, but usually the town comes first. Okay, I'll check if Rita's ready. You can just hang out back there somewhere. We'll let you know when it's time to come on set. Great, thanks for having me. You too, I mean. You know what I mean. Oh, why am I so awkward with visitors here? Just used to seeing the same 12 people day in and day out, I guess. At least the floor is staying dry. My left boot has a hole. Looks like the ceiling is holding up okay. What? Looks like I just made it before the sky broke open. Ben and Bob, working on a project. Turtle and what? We found that radio in the woods a week or two ago. I cleaned the circuits with rubbing alcohol and left it in the sun. Seemed like it was working okay again, so why are they taking it apart? I hope the neighbors are okay. Miss you, Cross-Eye. Copy it right. Time to start the show. Okay, ready when you are. Rita. How does it look outside? Gross. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. So this is WEVP TV. You know, we have like some group of people. This is the WEVP TV, and you have that, I don't know, calling center. What is called Echo what center? And okay. Well, I'm not surprised. Saturn is in retrograde. What does that even mean? I I guess I understand that. Think it'll let up? I guess we'll see what Elmo says. I pour tomatoes. Okay, in 3, 2. Hi, this is Rita. This is your evening broadcast 8192. Well, it's really rainy out there. Dan, I can hear it from here. We have a few leaks. Put some pots and bowls underneath them. Thanks, Ron, for lending us your extra pots and bowls. I hope you had a good day despite the weather. Although, it was really nice earlier, right? I had a good day today. I met a new friend. She is gonna join us in about a minute or so. Maybe you saw her earlier around lunch, or if you didn't meet her, then you'll meet her in a minute. Or if you meet her already, but you still want to hang out, I'm sure there's plenty that we can talk about. Wow, so this is 8192. 92. 8192, is that right, Emily? What is she talking about? There's a lot of broadcasts. I came around the 5s, so I've only been around for half of them. And back then, in the 5s, let's see. I did Night Noise, and we had a swap show and the bird show, and people were just coming in and dropping off tapes all the time, and now. Well, now it's just the evening broadcast, but it's not. Like, I'm not saying we're in decline or anything like that. I love the evening broadcast. I think it was the first show we had on there. Yes, wait, no. Well, technically, it was the first show not produced by the power company. It was the first community show, yeah. Those hypnotic, fuzzy old tapes about safe wiring. There were a few power company training videos that ran before, but those doesn't count. Yeah, so it's the spine of the station, or maybe it's the heart, or is it the skin? What part of the WEVP buddy do you think this is? Why don't you come on by and tell us about it? We're gonna be here for another 30 minutes or so. Or, if you don't want to brave the storm, you can always give us a call. Same number as always, 270-216-5556. Maybe we should take notes of this. I think we have not yet dialed that, but yeah, maybe. So, okay, so we're going to start with a tape. This is an old one. It's one of mine, but maybe you haven't seen it. Or if you've seen it, it's been a while, so maybe you've forgotten. Shh. What? She asked me to queue up her tape. Pueblo de Nada. Where is it? I don't know. It's probably still shelved. I found it. Ron silently mouths, thank you. The shelves? Oh, James left the patch wired up on the image processor. Nice. Maybe there will be time to play with after the show. All those wires. Slow-mo crowd keeping an eye on the control board. I had these alphabetical. Ron said he'd start fighting the old stuff by language, so something fell behind the shelf here. Ralph borrowed it for his screening, so it's probably with the others he returned. Favorite tires. That's English. English. The zone, that's in Japanese. Fiesta Salvage. Pueblo de nada. Aha. What would you all do without me? Here you go, Moy. Hold off on playing this until Rita's down settling it up. Thanks, babe. I want to see more people. Some people that lived here a long time ago, before the company town, before the airstrip, like over 100 years ago. Okay, so I hope you enjoy it. Ready, Emily? This is cool. Have you seen it before? Okay, I'll just skip this part. It's not very interesting. Do we have to go through all of this? Next up is Maya's interview. So where are you staying tonight? Here in town. Oh good. Yeah. Even before the storm came in, I thought it'd be nice to get some rest before the long hike back to the highway. Ron offered his loft? What? He said I could sleep in his loft. Oh honey, he's talking about his barn. Ron, nobody wants to sleep in your barn. Ron shrugs. It's not haunted. How did that rumor start? Oh, was it when Bob stayed there? He heard scratching and crying. It really spooked him, and it was all he'd talk about for a week. Probably just a cat. You stay at my place. Oh, thanks. With that storm coming, I should probably find somewhere to stay out here tonight. Maybe I'll just sleep here in the studio. Do you need anything? Actually, do you have an extra toothbrush? It'd be nice to sleep under the stars. I think I do. Actually, yeah. Oh my god, I've been in the woods, you know. Right. I actually used a twig this morning. I kind of chewed up one end. No stars tonight, though. I've done that. Really, I'm disappointed. I thought I invented it. Even better, you can chew on some pine needles. It really freshens your breath. I mean, it's not perfect. Wow, that's roughing it. Just close your eyes and pretend, I guess. Right, exactly. And even then, it's just not the same as real toothpaste. What the hell are they talking about? Oh, okay. Hi, so I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I said, that was from it's several years ago. Old, I can't remember exactly. I enjoyed it very much. Oh, thank you, Maya. What's next? I brought in the tape. Oh, okay. You good? All queued up. I'm gonna check on the boys. Where are the boys? Ben and Bob are seated on the couch, poking at the electronic innards of a radio. So then it won't mute while it scans between stations. Okay, cause that's where they live, right? No, you just want that constant static noise. Right, the noise. That's where they live. They don't live anywhere, dude, they're ghosts. Okay, why does it matter where you tune the radio? It's like soil in your garden. You need rich soil, right? Mashed up, rotted leaves and stuff. Like compost. Oh, hey Em, how's the show? What the hell are they doing? What are you doing to that poor radio? Working on a new ghost box. This guy, Frank, wrote about it in his newsletter, the Paranormal Periodical. No, that's Sylvia's. Frank's in the Ghost Gazette. The radio crackles as it scans rapidly across the spectrum. Snippets of voices mixed with color noise and unfamiliar interference patterns. Did you hear that? That was definitely a voice from beyond the grave. Sounded like, I clearly heard dogwood in there. Yeah, kinda. Sounded more like frogwood to me. What the hell is frogwood? Man, I don't tell the ghosts what to say. Did you hear that, Emily? Must have been dogwood. Dogwood, of course. I guess it doesn't matter. The ghost voice don't really come out until you play back the recording later. They only exist in recordings, like a copy without an original, a mirror reflecting something that isn't in the room. Eerie, weird. Like the mounds. The burial mounds here in town. You think they're haunted? You know, at this point, I suddenly feel like this story is like the Occultic 9, if you know what I'm saying. But we'll wait for the last chapter to see. No, or sure, probably, but I meant they're like the reflection. The people who made them lived hundreds of years ago. That whole society is long gone, and now we just have these lingering echoes without any trace of context. Yeah, that is kind of eerie. So the ghost speak and we can't hear it, but the tape recorder can hear it, is that right? I don't know. Sometimes I think it's more like the recording itself is a ghost. Like, that's what ghosts are. Recordings of events that didn't happen. When something keeps leaving new marks even after it's gone, false memories. This is not sustainable. So, okay, Ron, anything that you want to tell us about that tape? Everything on that tape was wild. Really, everything. Wild stuff indeed. Even the horses, everything on that tape was wild. I used to tell everyone about this donut shop in Sonora. Donut party. I told everyone they had amazing crullers, trying to convince them to stop there with me anytime we were in the area. But the reason it stuck in my head was the name. I just thought it was fun. Were the horses wild? I thought those were the horses there. Oh, the neighbors. We call the horses here the neighbors. No, I don't recognize that one. One morning on our way back after a late gig, just as the sun was coming up, Ben, Bob, and I found ourselves on 65 by the Sonora exit at prime donut eating hours. So we stopped by. I don't think there are any wild horses anymore. Really? How could that be? Oh well, they've all been domesticated. Are the neighbors domesticated? We don't own them. No, they are, feral? It wasn't called Donut Party, it was just called Donuts. I said I thought they changed the name, but why? And then I noticed there was a party supply store across the street. The donuts weren't even very good. But the weird part is, I still fantasize about stopping by the real donut party some morning and have one of those amazing crullers. In fact, the desire has only grown more intense. Alright, in your documentary, you said that people who used to live here and free their horses. Exactly, but you can free your pet cat, but it won't turn back into a panther? Right. That's a kind of haunting, a kind of ghost, like Ben was saying. But everything's a ghost around here these days. It's a ghost town with people still living in it against all reason. Well, if what I said was true, then this actually sums it up. This evening broadcast is a travesty, really. I never say that out loud. Everyone works so hard on it. What about the dogs? Yeah, around. Was the dog wild? Everything on that tape was wild. But it's a little perverse that this little community news program goes on strong while the community itself is barely hanging on, a leftover reflection. It didn't look wild to me, I guess. It's a matter of perspective. I'm not sure I agree, but now it's time for the weather. Thanks again, Ron. We're hanging on long past our expiration date. Well, the weather should be pretty wild. I can hear it for myself right now. Yeah, getting pretty intense out there. Do you get storms like this a lot? More and more. Right, of course. And then, of course, there's the actual ghost. Alright, here's Elmo with the weather report, and lucky us, we also have Cyrano Cole, who stopped by to add some drama. Musically. I hear he's gonna be at the Rum Colony later tonight if you need a cocktail after the show. So let's go live to Elmo for the weather report. Oh, is Elmo ready? I should make sure the camera is pointed in the right direction. So that's good time. We call it for a part, and I can see the rain is really getting into this room. I think they're having troubles. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.